Meghan Markle just got crushed from her ex, Cory Vitiello, and it's all because of this. The Duchess of Sussex has been making headlines for years, but now an insane revelation from her past is shaking things up like never before. But what exactly did Cory say, and why is everybody buzzing about it?
Development in the world of Harry and Meghan. She's now doing another TV show, With Love from Meghan. It's a cooking show, but she can't cook.
Well, before Meghan became the Duchess of Sussex, she was dating Cory. They were together for a while, and during that time, it's fair to assume that she got a close-up look at what goes into being a chef at Cory's level. And Cory wasn't just any chef. His cooking style was all about simple but elevated cuisine. Huh, sound familiar? Well, let's fast forward to today, and Meghan is suddenly the star of her own cooking show, WithLoveMeghan, where she's branding herself as a relatable food expert. But here's where things get spicy, because fans are starting to notice a little too many resemblances between Meghan's new original recipes and the style that Cory was known for. Look, this isn't about cooking, this is a bigger story here. The invisible role Cory played in Meghan's career is something that often gets ignored, and yet it's impossible to deny that he might have influenced her brand, her style, and even the way she presents herself. It's even rumored that Meghan was still living with Cory when she met Prince Harry. Now, this alone raises some serious questions about the authenticity of her carefully curated public image. And let's be honest, when has Meghan ever talked about her past with Cory? She's built a brand around authenticity, but wouldn't the authentic thing to be to acknowledge somebody who may have played a big role in shaping her interests? The possibility that Meghan could be borrowing ideas from Cory without giving him credit has struck a nerve. We all know that cooking isn't just about following a recipe. It's an art form, one that takes a hell of a lot of effort, a lot of experimentation, and unwavering dedication to the craft. For chefs like Cory, their recipes are their frickin' livelihood, a reflection of their talent and their hard work. And if Meghan is over there repackaging that work as her own, that's not just unoriginal, that's some unfair BS is what that is. For Cory, this has gotta feel like a really strange moment. On one hand, he's a professional who's likely moved on from the Meghan Markle experience. But on the other hand, seeing your ideas or something offensively close to them on such a high-profile platform without acknowledgement, that's gotta sting. Fans are already encouraging Cory to speak up if he feels his work is being misrepresented. Whether or not he does, the situation adds a layer of intrigue to Meghan's show and raises some important questions about authenticity and credit when it comes to creative work. People are watching ultra closely, dissecting every little detail of her show, and the more they look, guess what? The more uncomfortable questions start to arise. Because let's be real, Meghan has never been known as a chef. Before WithLoveMeghan, we barely even saw her in a kitchen. Like, sure, she posted the occasional avocado toast on the TIG, but that's a far cry from being a culinary authority and expert. And yet, here she is suddenly branding herself as the queen of elevated yet simple cuisine, a phrase that sounds suspiciously like Cory's entire culinary philosophy. Oh, and the interweb has taken notice. Across social media, people are calling her out. Tweets, Reddit threads, YouTube comments, everywhere you look, the same question keeps popping up. Did Meghan just repackage what she learned from Cory and pass it off as her own? And if she did, we honestly wouldn't be super surprised. Doesn't she owe him a little bit of credit? If Meghan's recipes weren't entirely hers, then this isn't just a small oversight. For years, critics have pointed out that Meghan seems to have a habit of adopting other people's styles, their interests, and even their personas. Back when she was acting, she wasn't just a typical Hollywood starlet. She built an entire lifestyle brand. I'm talking about the TIG, which a lot of people have pointed out was a really low-budget version of Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop. Paltrow's show, which focused on wellness, luxury, and food. Where have I heard that before? Well, then came the allegations that she mirrored Princess Diana, from her fashion choices to the way she posed in interviews. Some have even suggested that Meghan studied Diana's mannerisms and intentionally adopted them to create a more publicly adored persona. And now, here we are again. This time, it's her ex-boyfriend's entire culinary aesthetic that seems to be re-emerging under Meghan's name. Look, if this was a one-time thing, maybe people wouldn't care. But when you look at the patterns, the goop light blogging, the Diana comparisons, and now this potential culinary repackaging, it starts to feel like Meghan isn't just inspired by others, she's a low-down, damn dirty thief who's stealing whatever she wants from everybody else because she lacks a shred of originality of her own. For somebody who's all about optics, she's not looking at this image very carefully, is she? I mean, you think about it. She's strategically adopting identities and erasing the people who came before her. Amid all of this polished chaos, the real question that's lighting up the internet is about the recipes themselves. The debate over these recipes has sparked quite the drama, and it all comes down to a single question. Are they borrowed or are they original? One dish in particular has fans talking, the Ladybug Caprese Appetizer. If you remember, it first popped up way back in 2018, a charming little creation that seemed to capture everybody's attention at the time. Well, fast forward to today, and rumors are swirling that this same appetizer is gonna make an appearance in Meghan's new Netflix series. For a lot of people, it feels like a case of culinary deja vu. Not only that, but people like that Matt Walsh have even called her out for not knowing the basics of cooking, like how to hold a freaking knife.
Another person observed, I've been a chef for 30 plus years and I can tell by how she holds her knife and her underproofed and undercooked focaccia that she has no idea what she's doing. Then it all goes downhill.
Which brings us back to 2014. Meghan Markle, then an actress on the television series Suits, authored a glowing review on her lifestyle blog The Tig about the Harvard Room, a Toronto restaurant co-owned by Canadian chef Cory Vitiello. This piece not only highlighted the establishment's culinary delights, but also marked the beginning of Meghan's relationship with Cory. The two dated for approximately 2 years, sharing a home in Toronto during this period. Rumors have since emerged suggesting that Meghan was still living with him when she began a relationship with Prince Harry. Author Tom Bower claimed that Meghan was cohabiting with the chef at the time she was first introduced to Harry. These claims are unverified, and neither Meghan nor Cory has publicly addressed them, which usually in celebrity circles means that they're true. Well, let's fast forward to today, and Meghan's preparing to launch her series. This show aims to blend practical advice with candid conversations, focusing on cooking, gardening, and entertaining. Some viewers have noted similarities between this upcoming show and existing lifestyle programs, leading to discussions about originality and inspiration. Adding to the intrigue, Meghan's former relationship with Cory has resurfaced in public discourse. Given Cory's culinary background, some speculate whether elements from their past might influence the content of her new series. While there's no concrete evidence to support this, the timing has led to discussions about potential overlap between Meghan's personal experiences and her professional endeavors. In the world of public figures venturing into the culinary world, Meghan isn't alone. Celebrities like Selena Gomez with her show Selena Plus Chef, and even Paris Hilton's Cooking with Paris have also explored this space, each bringing their own unique flair to the genre. Meghan's entry into this domain invites a lot of comparisons and sets the stage for discussions about the challenges and expectations faced by public figures in the culinary entertainment industry. Her narrative of being a self-made chef is another part of the story that's raising eyebrows. For somebody who only recently stepped into the world of cooking in such a public way, the idea that she's suddenly an authority on elevated yet simple cuisine feels like a little bit of a stretch. Critics have pointed out that the show seems less about celebrating food and more about building a brand image. A lot of people have come forward to call her out, like Martha Stewart, Gordon Ramsay, and others. She's really got the cooking experts questioning what kind of a chef she even is.
But it's that idea of authenticity, and I think it's an unfortunate one that came out at the same time as the trailer. I'll be interested to see how the show goes because, the interest in the trailer itself, I think there's like 1.2.
So what's your takeaway? Let us know in the comments down below.